So you've been waiting for me to make this video for a while. Both new and old subscribers have requested me make this update video. I finally done it. So before we get started, I'm going to let you know I'm going to go over some quick info for you, and product links are below in the description for not only this particular brand of bag, but also other bags that are kind of similar to this, whether they're replicating this style or not, but they do cost different prices, some lower, some higher. I will go over pricing for this bag in this video, but let's go over some quick details that you might want to know. That way you can go directly to the product links and maybe you just want to buy this one or another one like it. This bag is awesome for a gym bag. Not only a gym bag, but it is also very useful as a travel bag. I used it during my competitive traveling, and I love the fact that they give you opportunities to personalize these bags as you see here. I will go over pricing for both without personalization and with my particular configuration of personalization, as well as other features that this bag offers. And I will tell you something that I do not like about this bag that I'm hoping Built for Athletes will attend to it and fix it in later models, okay? So with that being said, let's get into the video. Roll the intro.
225, 225, 225, 25, 25, 225, 225, 225.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of That Guy Health, and I am very excited to go ahead and get this video done for you because there's quite a bit of information that I want to go over with this bag. Now, don't forget, below in the description, I have product links to not only this particular brand of bag, but other bags that are kind of replicating this style of gym bag and or travel bag. So that if you want to try one of these bags out, you can go right below in the description, click that link. I've already done the hard work for you. See the description, see the views, see the prices, see whatever you want to see to make a comparison so that you can make a purchase and probably have a positive experience. Now, there are some pros and some cons to this bag that I will cover in this video. Because I decided to make this video more of a real feel, not so prompted, it's gonna be a little bit more personalized, so I might miss some things, I might not. If you do have questions, definitely ask them, and I don't have a problem with making another video. Hopefully it won't take me as long. So with this being said, let's go over pricing for this Built for Athletes bag without this configuration. It just so happens to be that this particular bag is on sale right now for $125 on the day of making this video. I don't know how long that sale will last. I don't know how many of the products they actually have on hand to keep that sale going. But that is $25 less than what the bag costs without the sale. It's $150 without this configuration, keep in mind. Now, the good thing about Built for Athlete bags is they give you an opportunity to kind of personalize your bag with said stickers that we have. Well, not stickers. These are actually Velcro strips, as you see right here, okay? They give you the opportunity to personalize your bag so that when you bring your bag into your gym environment, training environment, it gives us a little touch or hint of your personality. So on my bag, I have personal trainer because I am a certified personal trainer. I have my own fitness app. I attend to clients, as I just finished doing before I decided to make this video. I get up at 6 a.m. and I usually finish client protocols at about 11 or so. I also have this one on here, no excuses, because I believe in that. Don't make excuses. Do your best. Try your best. And I also have here the black and white American flag along with the Built for Athletes logo right there. I don't mind shouting those guys out, as I have loved the bag. This bag right now, in its current configuration, I have everything in here that I typically carry on a day-to-day basis. I would say this bag right now is probably coming in around around 8 pounds or so, maybe 8 to 10 pounds. I'm going to say 8 pounds. I wish I had brought a scale so that we could measure it, weigh it, but I did not. But just off feel, about 8 pounds. Now, they do also offer additional additional zippers in case zipper tassels in case you lose them. I have yet to lose one of these zipper tassels yet, and that's a good thing. I'm hoping I will collect some B-roll after this to try to cover all the areas that I'm talking about now so that you can see them a little bit more exclusively. I haven't lost a tassel yet, and I've tugged on them, pulled on them, even closed some in the door, and they didn't break off yet, nor did they break the zipper. So I'm definitely going to give that a thumbs up to quality of the zipper. I haven't had a zipper separate on me, and I'm pretty sure some of you are familiar with that. You get a zipper, you zip it closed, and then it's open, and you're wondering, did you not zip it? I have not had that yet. So that is another thing that will be a testimony to the quality of zipper functions that they use here, or components they use to make these bags. I haven't had that situation happen. As you see here, I started putting a little bit more personal touch, removable for a flight, superset, something from the Navy to test before you start driving. You don't want to drive drunk. I got a little measuring tape over here as I do some custom car work sometime and need to measure stuff. I keep my sanitizer on this side, and remind you, there are 2 different sides that you can carry water bottles on, and I was quite shocked, and we'll get into this on another just a bit later. I keep my marker in there. I'm going to start pulling out contents of this bag to show you what I have all in the bag, and then you can go from there. Now, I was quite pleased. This is a 32-ounce shaker cup, I believe. I believe this is 32 ounces. It's a big one. No, actually, it's 35 ounces. This is a 35-ounce shaker cup. This bag holds it well. It seats right in here. You see it drops right in, and you can tighten it up, the strip right here if you wanted to. I keep it about right there, but as you see, it drops right in the bag. I love that. And if you were really concerned about it falling out, you could take this right here and just clasp it, and usually that keeps it in there. I mean, the holders here are great for cups, and I have 2 of those. So if I wanted to have a total of 70 ounces of water on me, I could by putting another 35-ounce cup on this side. Awesome attribute, okay? Now let's get into the strap side of the bag, and we'll get into this other area. But right here on the straps, I definitely love these. There is a strap that comes across here, and it is elastic. So there are some things that you could probably put in there that it would hold. I don't know what you would put in there that could keep it from basically falling out, but I do know right above here you do have a loop right here that you could attach something in order to keep something from falling out. Also, further up on the straps, you have adjustability right here to bring the bag a little bit forward, giving you more adjustability on these straps. You do have a ring right here that has not broken. I've dropped this bag, it hasn't cracked. You can also put something right there, whether it be your keys, whether it be another water bottle, whether it be some type of snack, whether it be a sanitizer. You have that option as well as another gap here that could facilitate something, and these gaps here, these rings here. Okay, so these strips or straps here allow me to put my virtual Pro Grip straps on there, and that's what I do. I go ahead, put those up there, tighten them in, and now they're on the front of my bag. And you also come down here, you have another set of buckles that basically will allow you to clasp this around your mid torso area, and then you also have your waist area with another very heavy duty buckle right here. I haven't used that much because I haven't needed to, but if I did want to, it is there. Don't forget, when you come in here, you'll have your 17-inch laptop storage compartment if you wanted to put that right in there. Nice, and this is also padded, so you will have a nice cushion between you and that laptop. Now let's come over here, because this bag has straps galore. This bag has 2 more straps right here, and if I unlatch them, you can see that my Urban Camo weight belt comes off, and that is where I choose to keep that. That way I don't have to go in my bag, because it's quite something that I will utilize regularly. And when I get ready, I just close up my belt, strap this back on, and then I'm ready to go. And that is what I do with this side, or these options. So now as you turn over here to the front of the bag, you'll notice that there are slats in here, and these slats allow you to, I've clipped my iPhone on there, I've clipped my Samsung phone case on there, I've clipped a numerous of things on these slats, and they are reinforced on the back side with some type of material that is not cloth-like material. It's pretty stout. It almost feels more like a plastic rubber type. So each one of these slats is reinforced with a stronger material on the back side, so that pretty much they don't rip off. The stitching hasn't started fraying. I haven't started seeing any type of frayings of any stitch on here yet, and that's pretty good. Oh, right when I said it, I found one. And here goes one right here on the side. That's the first time I've noticed any fraying of any type of stitch coming loose right there on the side. So I guess that would be a con maybe that I just recognized and found with you. I have been able to clean these with Clorox, and they haven't jacked up yet. And whenever I clean them, and they've been pretty durable, they haven't started falling apart yet. Now let's go ahead and start taking out the things that I have on this bag, okay? So we'll take out this 35-ounce shaker cup that I carry all the time. We'll go ahead and take off my wrist straps that I used when I work out. We'll come over here and take off the weight belt that I use, put that right there. We won't take these tassels off. Take out my sanitizer that I have in here. Usually I keep a marker in here for when I write my training protocol for my clients. We'll put that right there. In this front pouch, let me see what I usually keep in here. And you'll see in here I have disinfectant wipes. I have some gloves in case I work out at the park. I have an extra mask in case I need that. I also have some Purell. I also have my flyers, sign up today, free training class if you post me on your Instagram. I also have a set of pens and markers. I also have in here some pre-workout just in case I need some on the go if I actually feel like I need some. And I also carry my extra spare tassels in here. To go, we won't pull everything else out of here. It's more like some Purell disinfectant wipes, especially in today's time. So now let's go up top. Now up top is where I usually keep my iPhones when I'm training and or training clients. Right now in there, I have one of my set of Bose Sport, and I will put a link to these also below. I love these Bose Sport, and I have all three variations, and I will do a video going over that. So I have my earbuds, and I have more Purell and some change in case. So like I said, up here, usually I tell you what, we'll do it just for shits and giggles. I keep my phones. All right, so I keep my phones there. Now let's go into the next largest pouch, and you'll see I keep this type of thing. I keep my Jobby in there for my pod, for my phones. I also keep this guy in there, and I tell you what, I'll also put a link in the description below for this, because this thing is awesome when it comes to filming your workout videos and on the go. You see it closes up like that. Tripod also comes with the remote. I keep that in there. So other than that, I keep nothing else in here, but you could if you wanted to, because this will fold. If you unlatch these buckles right there, this will unfold, and you'll see in here you have 2 mesh pouches. Oh, my NPC member card is in there for competing, and my measuring tape when I measure clients is in there. But you got 2 mesh pouches and a solid nylon pouch if you wanted to put something in there. So we'll zip that right up, and we'll go on to the next one, and we will go over the con in a second. Let me unzip this, and as you see, you can unzip these zippers fairly wide. Like there's a good amount of adjustability in there for you to unzip these zippers, which I do love because it allows you to get deep inside of the bag. Now next, we're gonna go ahead and we'll take this one right here. And if you see, the bag will completely, if you do this midsection, which is the biggest compartment in the bag, and you unzip it, this bag will completely unfold like so. All right, like so. That is awesome. Now in here, I keep these bands in here. Now I'm going to go over why I keep these bands in here aside from just training. I keep them in there for general purpose, and we're gonna cover that. You also have another pouch right here that will allow you to either keep a laptop or some shoes in there. You can also purchase a bag from Built for Athletes that will allow you to keep your shoes in there. You get 2 mesh compartments right here, one without a zipper for easy access, and then one with a zipper for compartmentalizing and closing something up to keep that secured in there. All right, that is in a nutshell what I keep in my Built for Athletes bag. I love this bag. I have taken this bag on trips. It will store under the seat in the airplane, depending on how bulky it is, depends on how far you can get in there, but it definitely, in any case, is a carry-on, and I've carried it on as a carry-on, so I'm loving that. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about what I have experienced that I don't like with the bag, and I've made sure to do a video so that you can visually see what my issue is with the Built for Athletes bag. And the problem is it has a tendency not to want to stand up on its own when on the ground. So when I drop the bag down and I'm getting ready to go to work, the front of the bag falls over like so. I hate it so much because then if it's on the ground and if it's on its face, nobody sees my personalized information on there. There are my personalized touch on the bag, and it's aggravating to have to bend over to re-pick it up. And I've done this several times in different ways of dropping it, and the only way I found to keep this from happening is to put my bands at the bottom of the bag and square them up, and after I do that, dropping the bag, it will stand up on its own. So I'm not sure if maybe there's an adjustment that I'll have to make on the bag, or maybe it's something in a design defect that Built for Athletes will have to find out if they're gonna widen the base of the bag or do something, maybe put a plate in the bottom of the bag that's insertable, or maybe you could take it out, make it an option to insert it or remove it, that will square the bottom of the bag and allow the bag to stand up once you place it on the floor. Because the only way like I said, to do that is to take these bands, basically square them in there, and then I zip the bag up. And I usually don't have to unzip it all the way, but I'll zip the bag up, and then after that, the bag will stand on its own like so. Without that, the bag falls over like you saw in the B-roll. So do I think that this bag is worth the about $65 that I spent on it outside of shipping? Yes, I do. I love the bag. The bag's been durable. I get plenty compliments on the bag. I have yet to use the bag's full ability or capacity of just filling it up. And I'm really thinking about doing that at some point in time, but it's like you just do it for doing it. But just to say in short, the bag has been able to take whatever I've thrown at it. And that is what I appreciate about this bag. And besides for the one con, and I've fixed that with something that I will use when I go train clients or myself, that's really not a big deal for me. So yes, now are there other bags out there that are kind of replicating this style of bag? Yes, there are. I haven't tried them. I haven't gotten them in. I've looked at them closely to see about it because they're almost half the price of this bag. But sometimes you know how the old saying goes, you get what you pay for. But like I said, I've placed those links below in the description for you to take a look at some of these different options, and definitely take a look at these bags and brands. I've done a photo shoot with this bag and I love the bag during the photo shoot. I even got compliments when I was out doing the photo shoot. People would stop and ask me like, hey, where'd you get that bag from? Built for Athletes. Now, I don't know if they purchased it after seeing the price. And I can say it took me about 3 visits to the website before I decided to punch that button. So with that being said, this is what I keep in and or on my Built for Athletes bag. Let me know in the description if you have one of these bags. What do you keep in your bag? Like, have you had a failure with your bag? What don't you like about your bag? What's the best attribute you like about your bag? Now, I did have a comment from somebody on the previous video that I did prior to doing this one, and I reached out to her, and we're actually going to do an IG live comparison, both from male perspective and female perspective, on how we like this bag. Now, she does quite a bit more traveling than I do internationally. So it's going to be very nice to get her perspective on how this bag performs in such an environment. Whereas me, my bag is more of the environment of gym, training, and traveling for competition. That's going to be an awesome collective of information that could help you make a better purchasing decision. So definitely subscribe to the Instagram, to the YouTube. I'll be sure to place her Instagram information in the next video, and definitely on the IG, so that you all can collab with her or ask her questions from a female's perspective on what she thinks about it and what she keeps in it. So without that being said and getting too long-winded about this video, yes, the bag's a go. Yes, I think it's worth the money. Yes, there are other options out there. I don't know if they're worth it. I know this is worth it. So with that being said, you know what I say about this time. Be safe. Let's build together, and peace.